welcome to Labor Lens. I am Sharon Ijason. On this week's edition of the program, we'll be focusing on the National Directorate of Employment and activities that shaped the year 2025 in that sector. We also have news stories for you. We will be right back.
Eminent Nigerians, including past and present Labour leaders, are here to celebrate the pioneer president of the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC. Hassan Sumonu served as the president of the Congress between 1978 and 1984. The gathering is a moment for everyone seated to speak to the state of the nation. Organize, Don't Agonize is the title of the book dedicated to the memories of Hassan Sumonu as a Labour leader. NLC President Joe Ajaero says the recently enacted tax laws failed to accommodate the views of the Nigerian workers.
It is from this standpoint that we must speak directly to the Nigerian government. The philosophy of organize, don't agonize also implies that the state has a duty to engage, not to arrange.
Former President Olusegun Obasanjo is represented by the Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Matthew Asankuka, as the keynote speaker. He and others recall the days of evolution of activism in Nigeria and the role the Congress has played in fighting the cause of workers.
Comrade Sumonu took these qualities of human kindness, honesty, integrity, all the way to his public life.
We must also challenge the current leaders of Labour to emulate so that we can, from here, mobilize the Nigerian people to take our country back from them.
One of the things you instill in us is to recognize that whether a man chooses to lie in order to escape from responsibility, when death will come, it will come.
During his tenure as NLC president, Hassan Sumonu presented a charter of demands to the government seeking institutionalization of a national minimum wage and minimum pension scheme. It led the NLC in a national strike in May 1981 to press for these demands, and the Shehu Shagari administration subsequently reached a compromise with the union.
Management and staff of the National Directorate of Employment have resumed operations at its permanent address. For years, the agency operated from a rented facility in Wuse, though functional, lacked adequate space and amenities. The relocation to the new headquarters in Gudu comes exactly 1 year after Director General Silas Agara took office, with a mandate to align the agency with the federal government's Renewed Hope agenda. Inside the new premises, staff members expressed renewed enthusiasm, improved coordination, and growing sense of institutional pride. Over the past year, the NDE has intensified efforts to tackle unemployment, particularly among youth, women, and persons with disabilities. Under the Renewed Hope Employment Initiative, more than 41,000 Nigerians are currently undergoing training across over 30 skills, selected from electoral wards nationwide to ensure inclusivity. More than 14,000 beneficiaries have also received starter packs to help them establish businesses of their own. At the Yaba office of the Directorate in Lagos, Chioma Godwin is one of such beneficiaries. After 3 months of training in catering, she now runs her own catering jobs independently.
I learned how to make continental dishes, you understand, because that's something I've always wanted to know how to do. You get so, but at the ending of the training and everything, I was able to start making continental dishes and cakes. Now this thing, they give me money aside from my other things that I do, right? But this is my, in this field, the government are trying. Let me say, they have really done a lot for us, because people that are not opportune, people that don't have money, you understand, to learn crafts, at least the government has already eased their distance, so they can just come here, learn what they have to learn. That's if they are ready to learn, if they are determined to learn it. I just want to thank the government for making it possible for some of us, you understand, to reach this place that we are, because they have really done a lot, sha. And again, learning here, they make learning comfortable for us in this place.
First of all, I want to appreciate the NDE staff and the boss for this trend to come this down to Bari here. We have the fiscal challenge, we see the opportunity. Once again, I want to appreciate him more.
I feel so excited for me to have the opportunity to learn here. I'm so happy.
I really appreciate the class because when I did my Facebook about an Instagram ad with them of my colleagues as well, and when I checked the following day, I discovered that a lot of people were aware of my business. I got messages, I got likes, so people had to contact me. Okay, they never knew what I was into, but with that, it has actually improved my business.
I also spoke virtually with Mary Afolalu, who was trained on solar energy at the NDE Center in Lagos. She says she has learned how to design, install, and maintain solar panels and systems.
Solar installation and also to transit into a greener nature. But when this opportunity came, I came to it and I see it as an avenue to actually make my dream come true, to actually have an impact in the green space and in the environment at large. So the training has really improved me, it has really empowered me, hands-on experience on solar products, solar fans, solar generators, solar installation, and also it has enhanced my knowledge in the principles of solar system design. So I've been able to convince most of my contacts from the church, colleagues, and some are saying finance is a challenge, but I've also been able to also let them know that they can start in a little way, a little drop of water make an ocean. You can start from the solar fan, start with the solar generator, where you don't have to use the regular generator that's there is a noise pollution. It also causes fumes, people inhaling fumes. So they can have to deal with this solar generators. And it's also very affordable and it's movable. It's movable. You use to power your laptop, your fan, your bulb, your phone gadget, and the rest. So, and I must say, I made some sales this week, and my clients have been so happy, giving me good feedback, and I must say it's really a wonderful one.
So is it safe to say that you're now a CEO?
I have, yeah.
And do you have any plans of expanding, maybe employing people in the nearest future?
Yes, I have the dream to become the CEO of my own. And having a female in the green space is really something I actually look forward to. I actually look forward to being one of the impacting lady in the space of environment. So I really want to make use of this opportunity.
Beyond skills and employment, the NDE is also contributing to national stability in collaboration with the Office of the National Security Advisor and Operation Safe Corridor. The Directorate continues to support the rehabilitation and reintegration of repentant insurgents through vocational training and psychosocial support.
The mindset needs to be reprogrammed and changed so that they can see alternative and better ways towards pursuing their aspirations and violence. Then, whilst there, we also try to make them useful to themselves and to the society at the end of their stay with us, thereby providing skills for them so that they can be of use to the society.
From new facilities to renewed programs, the NDE says its focus remains clear: creating sustainable livelihoods, restoring dignity to work, and ensuring no Nigerian is left behind. As the agency settles into its new edifice, expectations are high as Nigerians look forward to more decent jobs in both the formal and informal sectors.
On the Profile Interview segment this week, I'll be speaking with the National Directorate of Employment Director General. It tells me how the Directorate was able to move from a rented apartment to a permanent apartment in the year 2025, some of the challenges it encountered, and solutions that was proffered towards ensuring that more jobs are created for Nigerian youths. It's good to have you on the program once again.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you again.
In a new office this time. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Successful transition.
Yeah, it's good environment and brings up productivity, and
which is what the paracetamol is all about, productivity.
Yeah, and I believe that the staff will do more for the agency and by extension Nigerians.
Okay, but if I would ask, that building, NDE has been there for, the old building, NDE has been there since inception. What was the drive to ensure that you get a better or a suitable place for the National Directorate of Employment?
You're correct. When I assumed office, I couldn't believe that that was the corporate headquarters of NDE, existing for over 35 years. Operating from a rented structure. The environment was not conducive for anybody to work in, and when you have guests coming to see you to interact, and they always tell you to your office that, is this your office? And it's quite embarrassing, but what do? You just put up and you let them, yeah, this is my office, and we're working on moving to a new place, and hopefully we should move. And that was the.
In less than 2 years.
And that was the way we were conducted. And it was difficult to even have a courtesy visit or to interact with foreign organizations that want to do business with you. It was difficult because first impression matters, and they need to know the environment, how tight your environment is. And when it comes to international partners, international donors, they are very particular about certain work ethics. And so it was difficult conducting business with them from there. And NDE is supposed to be an agency that gives hope to Nigerians, to young ones that are looking for opportunity. And when they come see where you operate from, they become hopeless. Because they don't see anything good coming from that agency with that kind of structure. And so it was quite difficult, actually. We were just putting up and encouraging the staff. And at a point, when I was interacting with the staff, and I asked some of them, I said, look, to the ladies, I said, can you invite your husbands to come and visit you in this place? I said, no. I said, well, they said the place is appalling. It's not a place that they can. And to the male counterpart, I asked them, can you invite your wives to come here and visit you? They said, no, they can't. That was how bad it was. It was just the DG's office that you just see with some little touch up. But all other offices are just patch up. But we must appreciate His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the drive, for the encouragement to be able to move to this place. Like you said, it was not an easy task, and we are still work ongoing for now. This is not supposed to be the DG's office, as you can see. We have to move in to just few of the floors available for now. Hopefully, we should be able to complete the remaining structures in the next few months. And the President will have the honor of commissioning the structure. And we were happy that we had flag off in our own property, not renting a property elsewhere. They were quite happy. We have a very big hall for staff engagement. We use those halls for in-house training. It's something that never happened in NDE. We have a very comfortable boardroom for now. I believe that by the time we are done with the entire structure, the boardroom will be far better than what we have now.
In terms of collaboration, how much collaboration has NDE been able to do in terms of ensuring that more jobs are created, especially for youths?
Yes, we have a lot of collaboration ongoing since we're moving here. We just signed an MOU 2 days ago with a Search for Common Ground. It's an agency, an international agency working in the Niger Delta, working Edo, Delta, Rivers, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River. And South, sorry. Yeah, working in the South. And they've done a lot. In some of the, take for instance, in River State, they are working in about 5 to 6 local government. And in each local government, they work in more than 12 different communities. And so they are doing a lot. And we just had an MOU signed with them 2 days ago. I was in Port Harcourt a few months back to look at what they are doing. I was quite happy. And that gave us the drive to sign that MOU with them. Hopefully, we should be able to extend to Northwest and Northeast, especially areas that is more challenging. These are the areas that Common Ground are working in. Apart from Common Ground, we are working with other international agencies, GIZ, and other international agencies operating in Nigeria. We have other local agencies that are out there. We just had a presentation with DEEP, DEEP, yesterday here, and hopefully that will lead to an MOU to be signed between NDE and DEEP. We're working with NELFON. We're looking at grounds that we can be able to support each other to reach out to the unemployed, their graduates that are undergraduates that are benefiting from their loan scheme, and unemployed graduates. And some there should be.
That's brilliant, because in terms of subscription, there are some states that are not subscribing because it doesn't meet their needs. So if you're offering skills, I think it's something.
So we are doing that with NELFON, and we have again some of the universities. We have an understanding with most of the universities and polytechnics, especially for their final year students. Their last year, they have to graduate with skills. And so we are relating with the universities, supporting them in terms of vocational skills, and other skills for the final year student. For the polytechnics, we are doing the same. So some have approached us. We still have some submission from some universities. We are hoping that we'll be able to get our personnel. We are hoping that we won't be overstretched. And so we need to probably get a more technical team that will support what we are doing.
I know some few weeks ago or months ago, there was the rollout of the second batch of the Renewed Hope Employment Initiative. What stage are you on now? What's been the feedback so far?
Very interesting. We are graduating that batch, hopefully by the end of this week. They should be graduating from all the states across, 36 states, including FCT 37. Currently, we're working on paying them their stipends. Sadly, we're not able to pay the stipend across the board because some of them fall under the capital and some are under the recurrent. And so those that are under the recurrent, that we get their allocation on a monthly basis, will be able to pay. Those that fall under capital, we're going to plead with them to exercise some patience. Hopefully when we get the capital release, we'll be able to pay them, and that includes the startup packs and the loan that's supposed to be extended to them. So hopefully when we get the capital aspect of the budget for 2025, we'll be able to address all the issues relating to the Renew Hope's second phase initiative. You can't use the same stick that you're using in Lagos and use that same stick in Kano. You will not succeed. The challenges of Kano are quite different from the challenges you have in Lagos. The skills that drives in Lagos that youth are more interested might be different from what you have in Kano. You understand? Demand-driven skills are quite different. And so studies have shown that certain skills the youth are more interested in certain skills in the riverine area. Take for instance, you go to River State, you go to Akwa Ibom, you go to Delta, where you have a lot of oil industries, and the skills there are quite different. They want to go into sea weld, underground sea welding, that will engage them to work on pipes and other related oil sector. You can't do that in Nasarawa State. We don't have oil. For now we have, but we don't have oil in Nasarawa State that is like you have in Rivers. You don't have in Plateau like you have in Delta. And so what you do well in Plateau will be different. And so now, that aside, we can't force the youth to take to a particular skill. Their choice is different. You must learn to respect their choice. The fact that they are unemployed is by circumstance. And so you can't force a skill on them. And that will not augur well for the overall development of our youth. So you must allow them, give them that preference, a range of choice of what they want to do. And they have the option of either picking plan A, plan B, or plan C. At the end of it, you aggregate and you know how many you have that are taking up plan A or plan B or have gone to this vocation. And that's what we're doing. And it's more easier doing that online, and that's why we've rolled our programs online. It's more easier doing that online because they go online and see the skills available, and the skills are geofenced to a particular state. What you see on the dashboard in Sokoto State, you might not see it on our dashboard in Cross River State. So the skills, leather works do more in states like Sokoto. They have
the natural resources.
Yes, available. It's cheaper to get those leathers there, and you know that it's more expensive to get those leathers in Lagos. And so, if you're using, for instance, if you're using 10,000 naira for the production to get raw materials in Sokoto, you might end up using 50,000 naira to get those raw materials in Lagos. And so, when it comes to looking at the outputs and looking at the costs of production and the profit margin, it's better localizing that skill in Sokoto than taking that skill to Lagos. But skills that are universal, IT, you can't take that away. It's universal, and the youth are more eager going to IT. And we have more of the youth, over 45% are going to IT-related skills, and which cut across all the states.
Yeah, 2025 in review in the labor sector, what would you say, how would you rate it, and what should the public be expecting from NDE in the year 2026?
We are not there yet. I don't want to say we're a baby growing, because we've been there for over 35 years. So we're not a baby growing. We have been there, but we are remodeling and reshaping our process. Things have changed. In the last 1 year, we have automated our system, our programs. And unlike what you had in the early 2024, where we're distributing forms, from late 2024 till date, all our systems are online. And so when it comes to that late 2024 to date, I want to say we're a baby growing. But generally, NDE is not a baby. We've been out there for a while, and it's the apex government agency when it comes to skill program, and which needs to be supported by all, state, local government, and the federal system. But it's not for federal alone to do it. That's why we're going to certain mode of relationship with the state. And in terms of what Nigerians will expect from us, Nigerians are at liberty to judge what we have done in the last 1 year. I believe that we should get a feedback from Nigerians. I just had a meeting with our social media team 2 days ago to get feedbacks from our platform, on various platforms, what they feel. And I think we are on the right path. Apart from payment of their stipends, which we have not been able to do, which is ongoing now. And that's just the 1 or 2 negatives to be honest, coming from the public or from beneficiaries. But in terms of programs, in terms of the quality of the programs, I think we are good. And you might be surprised that NDE is not training the numbers we used to train in the past. Yes, we have reduced the quantity so that the quality will be upgraded. And the quality of our programs now are better than what we were doing in the past. And we had to reduce the numbers of the beneficiaries so we can get more resources. More resources will be available, that the output will be better and youth will be attracted to NDE programs. Youth were not, somehow the zeal died. NDE running programs, they are not too interested. All they just want is come, circulate themselves, get the forms, and it's a circulation process. But now, when we open our portal for this phase of the program, the first day we had close to 1,000 hits from the public, and that shows the drive, the urge to want to participate in NDE-driven programs because we have reduced the number and increased the quality of the output. The startup packs, the loan packages are far better than what you have in the past. And it's encouraging. We are not, I keep saying we're not there yet. There's still more work to be done. And I believe that we'll get to a level where we'll be at par with other international agencies when it comes to employment generation.
Thank you very much for your time.
It's always a pleasure having you.
And that's all we can take on today's edition of the program. Join us next week for a fresh edition of the show. I am Sharon Ijason. Thanks for watching, and remember that labor creates wealth.